Oh, you do have a bunch of stories.
You can never stop Will from the stories, even on the day of the Apple event. You know, I said to him, we could just talk about the Apple event today. He's like, but I got the hottest stories. And I was like, well, if they're not super time dependent, we could talk about them tomorrow.
I was like, how dare you?
I mean, or we could just be live for 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Because Mo, your stamina's out of control. You're just like, the show's over already? I got more to say. And I was like, you sure you want to keep talking?
Okay.
Why is that funny, bro?
That's funny. That's funny.
What are you doing? Eating some lunch? Getting ready for this Apple event?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What'd you have in there?
I had rice, potatoes, and chicken. That was pretty delicious.
Was it some seasoning or?
Oh yeah. I don't know what it would be called, like what the actual original meal is, but my dad made it. Hella spices in it.
Oh, okay. So it was nicely seasoned.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm kind of jealous. Really, actually, what I want is a lozenge. You know, I was just telling you.
Should we order a tea then?
Yeah, we should probably order some tea.
All right.
You can hit me with the honey lemon. It ain't a lozenge, but it's close. Welcome everybody who's joining. You already know. Apple event day. Many colors in the Apple logo. What does it all mean? What is this peak performance? And then all of a sudden Mo's doing the AR experience on their website.
That's really cool.
He's like, hey Lou, check it out.
It is actually me.
I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. We did yesterday the story on potentially, I guess, upgraded, beefier Mac Mini looking thing with the code name Studio, which who knows if it'll be called that, who knows if we'll see it. That's the beauty of these events. We get the leaks, we get the rumors, but we also get the event, and maybe we'll be surprised. Probably not, but maybe. Man, the old days, those events would really surprise you. In the old days, they would do a thing, Mo. They would say, but wait, there's one more thing.
A little cliffhanger.
That's what they would do.
Yeah.
And it was nothing anybody expected, nor had been leaked. And everybody would be like,
Oh, they kept it on the real hot side.
oh my God! I can't believe they did it. How did they keep such secrets? Everybody be like, not anymore.
No, now we have
Not in
leaks.
the world in 2022. Where you got the leaky information. It doesn't even matter what that information is. It's tech related. Could be related to something else. You can't hold it down. You can't hold that information down anymore, Will.
No.
It rise to the top. Bubble up.
Yes.
That's why you gotta be careful out here. You know?
Canceling is real.
You gotta watch what you say out here.
Yeah.
I mean, you always do anyways, but you gotta be,
I hear you.
as Dave Chappelle would say, you gotta be nice with it.
Yes.
You ever heard that before?
Absolutely.
You gotta
yeah.
be nice with it. Now, he doesn't mean nice like nice and pleasant, although you can be that too. He means there's a skill to it. You know, like dribbling the basketball, or for me, taking a slap shot. You know?
Are you skilled in that?
Yeah, I might be. No, I don't know. Actually, I don't take that many slap shots, but it's fun to take a slap shot. The thing about a slap shot, you actually want to hit the ice, not the puck.
Really?
That's what's weird about it.
Oh, really?
You want to hit the ice, not the puck. I mean, eventually you hit the puck.
Right, yeah.
But in order to engage the flex on the stick on these modern materials, well,
Oh, so you
even
have more
wood,
of like a slingshot
you
type
create
of...
the whip.
Yeah, okay.
You got to create the whip. And there's different types of shots, snapshots, slap shots. I'm still waiting for you guys to get in the hockey league.
Right. Me and Will.
Yeah, that's what we really need. We need more sports in this place.
I do sports.
Okay, go ahead.
I do rock climbing,
Go ahead, Will.
snowboarding,
Go ahead, Will.
sometimes a little bit of golf,
These are very independent sports.
You start golfing?
driving range.
Oh, okay.
I've been
yeah.
playing for years, but like, you know,
Did you just
practicing.
hit me with that?
I did one of those, yeah.
You hit me with that.
Real quick.
A lot of people don't know that's Jack. Jack was in this video as well. And we got that's Jack right there.
There he is.
Yeah. but no one knew what he looked like at the time.
Oh,
He
really?
was still mysterious. There,
there
right
he
there, that's
is.
Jack. Yeah, and they had kind of cool
There's a good shot.
camera techniques here, where that's supposed to be the puck.
Yeah.
And we actually brought our gear, our hockey gear, to Los Angeles to film this. And there's not a lot of rinks in Los Angeles.
Oh,
And
really?
the whole crew that was on the shoot was, they all knew each other, because anytime there was like a film or something that would require hockey players, they would just call these guys
It would
up.
be, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're the
And-
pros.
And a lot of them were former Canadians, because who else plays hockey? So they went down there to become actors or something like that, and they didn't forget their skills. But we were using the S6 Active. Man,
Wow.
I'm 80.
Wow.
I'm 86 years old, and we're shooting the actual phone, and it's exactly what it looks
Oh,
like.
is that what you're doing?
Yes, the phone is the puck, the active phone. Now
That active line in Samsung.
And then I picked it up. I just flipped it over to goalie there, and then I picked it up. I'm like, look, it's still working. So it's water resistant. They don't make that active line anymore, as far as I know. But it was like rugged on another. Oh, and then this one, I don't remember if I actually broke it or not at this point, but I did take a slap shot with it.
Look at the
Oh,
color
it's
grading on
completely
this one.
fine.
There you go. It survived. I think I kept taking slap shots till it didn't survive,
Right.
but it was legit rugged. Here we go. Bang! This is, I don't even remember how this idea came to be. It was part of YouTube's Awesome Stuff Week. And wow, man.
Takes you back.
It was like a combination. I don't remember if it was my idea or their idea. I think, or Samsung. It was like a bunch of different parties had to come together to make that happen. But, man, the beard is way less gray as well back then. Mm-hmm. It goes to show you the stress of life.
Yeah.
Or just age. I don't know. One or the other. There's Jack. Tangle up. Wow, what a crazy time. Anyway, it's not about Samsung today. It's not about hockey today. It's about, you know what it's about, Will? It's about Apple today. Are you a big Apple
Peak
guy?
performance.
Are you a big Apple guy?
I'm using an iPhone right now.
So you're
Absolutely.
a big Apple.
Yeah.
When it comes to Apple, you're New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever bring an apple and give it to your teacher at school?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the better grades for that, or
I don't
a little
know.
leeway, a little extra leeway? Oh, look at there's Jack. We were just talking about you. You're in this video, but no one knew who you were.
Jack, I'm just ordering from Tim Hortons. Do you want anything?
What do you want to do? You want to sit down, Jack, or what's going on? You're sitting down? Jack's gonna sit down. Look at this. He's gonna steal Mo's microphone.
No, please do.
He's gonna
Please do.
steal Mo's location, steal his microphone and his headphones. I bet you he has something incredible to say with the way that he stormed in here and demanded this location. I can't wait to see what he's gonna tell us. Go ahead, Jack. The floor is yours.
Big Leaf win last night.
You need to make sure everybody, I guess you're following up on this hockey clip right here, which is fair.
Yeah, that was a fun trip. I remember you had to shoot that phone around, and it held
It
up
actually
pretty well.
survived, right? I'm not crazy. Like, I think we probably shot it till we destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the initial slap shot, there's Jack in the back
I
there.
know, look at me on the right. There's some weird lens
Yeah, it's
thing
like
happening.
an
Distortion?
anamorphic lens to make it look more cinematic.
Yeah, it looked very long and slender there.
Yeah, well,
Even more so.
I was gonna say that's
There
not
you
that
go.
far off. Otis wants in on the action. He heard that there's an Apple live stream today, and Otis is a big Apple guy. He eats apples all the time, right? Well,
Sure, yeah.
what do you do? Cut it up for him, or?
Yeah. Into bits. I melt the wax first.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
No
Just
good?
put it in hot water.
Yeah, no good for them, or what do you think?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Too much wax.
Man, you really take care of that guy, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
You
I love him.
really pamper him a little bit, don't you?
He's a good boy.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So anyway, today let's talk about the rumors. They said peak forward, and then I was like, okay, or peak performance, sorry. And then most of the rumors have been centered around. Well, first of all, this Mac Studio that we talked about yesterday, a new display is also been rumored. Hopefully more affordable. Though people told me I was crazy when I was like, maybe it'll be only $600, and they were like, you're crazy. Apple's gonna do is gonna be $1,000, and I'm like, really? Oh, it's too bad. Unfortunately, I don't set the prices here, ladies and gentlemen, but chances are it'll be decent. I currently use the Pro Display, and maybe we'll hear something about a next generation of that. Those ones are 6K, and they cost $1 billion, as I said yesterday. There's rumor that they might do a 7K version of the Pro Display. There's also been rumors about a new color for an iPhone that's already out. And the rumor is green. What do you guys think about having a green phone?
What kind of green?
Yeah, what kind of green?
It'd be like a forest green.
Don't mind that.
that green?
No, not that green. Like more like that green.
Like a dark?
No, the second photo there. Release new iPhone 13 green. Go ahead, guys.
I don't mind it. I mean, for me, it's going to be covered with a later case.
Pew, 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 pew.
So it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
But which one do you have? Do you have the black or blue case?
That's the blue.
You have the blue case. Interesting. So then maybe you should get the blue phone, because it'll peek through a little bit on the sides, you know?
I don't think
No?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind. Jack's completely fine.
Completely shuts you down.
Yeah,
Because the
look-
sides won't be a different color, right? The
They
sides
are, yeah.
always-
If you look at that green one there, it's like a green anodized.
Oh, yeah.
So if you had a
Oh.
blue phone, it would be like a blue
Okay.
thing going on. Because which phone are you? Oh, no. Sorry. You're using the Pro.
Yeah.
Never Mundo.
Yeah.
Never Mundo, Jack. The Pro does have the polished sides.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Pro guy. You need the extra camera there. You're taking a lot of photos these days?
Honestly, whatever's lying around the office,
That's it?
what I use. Yeah.
So you're not taking any photos?
Oh yeah, I take a few photos.
What would you say, like per week? How many photos you taking?
Maybe like 20.
20 a week.
20 a week.
Whoo! You got Willie Doo beat on that one. You're a
I do
photographer.
about 20, maybe
Get
a
outta
little
here.
less.
Get out of here, Will. What are you taking a
It's all
photo
pictures of Otis.
of? That doesn't count.
Okay.
20 photos of the same
Yeah.
pose. Actually, probably with a dog. If you were trying to take a photo of a dog, you probably would have to take a ton of photos, because they're always moving around, aren't they? Mm-hmm. And Otis has all the furs and stuff, and then you could have some blur that gets in there with that hairdo he's got.
Yeah, he's a complete blur all
Yeah.
the time.
And so you guys are both using currently the 13 Pro.
Yep.
Both of you?
Mm-hmm.
Jack's looking around.
I think I have the 12.
Jack's looking around.
the 12?
He's looking over there. He looked in the corner.
God, I should know what phone.
He knows nothing about smartphones, but the Leafs won last
Listen,
night.
I'm a sales guy. Now,
It's
okay?
a
Yeah, I got the
Huawei.
12 Pro.
All right, and would you say you're satisfied?
Oh yeah.
You don't need anything. You're not in the market to for anything different.
No.
Do you need a foldable phone?
Nah.
He doesn't need it. Will, what about you? What's your satisfaction level as a customer with your iPhone 13
I like it.
on a scale of on a satisfaction scale compared to your last Samsung S20? I can't even remember.
S20.
S20. Were you satisfied?
7 out of 10.
What's 7 out of 10? The iPhone or the Samsung?
The iPhone.
iPhone is 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
What makes it 7 out of 10?
Okay, yeah, good job, Jack. Very inquisitive.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the UI. I think there's a lot of like problems with deliberate stuff. Like if I have to swipe, I really have to swipe. Unlike the Samsung S20, like something to do with like their UI is just a lot more like floaty. Like gestures could be a lot lazier. You know? So like for example, the lock screen for the iPhone. you have to deliberately really swipe left to cancel all your notifications.
It's a heavy swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you really got to force it.
Oh,
kind
I
of
hear
thing.
you. I hear
It's
you.
it's a little thing, but
It's also the phone's a little fat.
fat.
Yeah, the phone's a little fat. Like you get like some of these designs where the display really curves, they feel a little bit smaller.
Right. Yeah.
It seems like less of a stretch for your thumb. I don't even know which one you're using. Is it
This is
the
a 13 Pro.
just Pro regular, not the Max one? That Max one, that thing's a brick, man. That's a big. I mean, coming from the guy who has
Yeah.
the folding one, but
Yeah.
but actually on this display, and I talked about this in the past because I got the whole. I got this really cool UI that I talked about in the past. It's called Niagara,
Okay.
the launcher. And so everything is very portrait and very one-handed when I don't have it open. So it's the best of both. Like, look, I can just, you're looking for navigating for an app. It's all just
Just
alphabetic.
squish it a little bit
There,
to your face more.
to my face. So you just kind of, maybe it's better if I show it in, oh God, what is that? Maybe it's better if I just show
I
it
see.
like this. You see what I'm saying?
Closer to your face.
It's not natural, Will. It's not natural to be
Well-
here. What am I, a T-Rex?
Stand up. Stand up and show the people.
Look. They can't see anything.
How do you
anyway. What does it
how do you get
matter?
into that? You start from the edge.
Yeah, so you just touch on this alphabetic
Oh, yeah.
list, but actually it doesn't matter because when you just go into the thing, your regular stuff is here. Your most frequently used. So you'd be amazed. Like most of the time, what you want is right there. It's very dynamic. You have your favorites because an iPhone, when it comes to UI, you can't really. I mean, you can tweak it more than you used to be able to, but there's a lot of swiping going on, as he said. But anyway, look, this is neither here nor there. Everyone has their preferences. Well, Will, are you iOS for life now or what?
I'll maybe switch back.
You're going back, okay? And Jack is
I might
iOS
switch
for life.
Yeah.
What would they have to do to change your mind? What would Tim have to do to cause you to be very upset?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing. You're Apple for life.
I mean, like,
Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead, Jack.
I've never been a guy who's gonna like punish myself because of a company's,
Are you sure about that,
shortcomings.
Jack?
I do like to punish myself.
Uh-oh.
But like, it doesn't make any sense to me if I enjoy a particular product. If the CEO of that company got caught, doing something,
But what if the company itself was doing something very negative or damaging?
it would depend on what that is. I would have to assess that. Fine.
Typical human rights violations, things like that.
That I'm fine with.
No, it's like, do you remember when Ricky Gervais was roasting everybody at the Golden Globes and
Yeah.
then Tim Cook showed
Yeah.
up and he just went straight at him and it
Yeah.
was so awkward. And it was like the celebrities were kind of used to being razzed in that way, but you could tell Tim has never heard anything like that in his life.
Yeah.
Not actually being present for it. Maybe he's heard something like that in his life, but no,
Well-
every mega corporation has their criticisms.
Yeah.
So it's really
Well, I heard Artie Lang got paid to play at one of the previous like Apple events when what's his name was still there, Steve Jobs, and he made a bunch of jokes about Steve Jobs, and he was like escorted out of the and never invited back.
here,
His whole thing.
yeah, this is not. We don't
Yeah, we never do that.
joke
Yeah, it
about
was like
those. We don't. And you know what? It's too bad because really, everybody should. No one should take themselves too seriously. I mean, if you hire a comedian,
that's the thing, especially a guy like Artie Lang. Like you're not gonna get PG humor. He's
no.
gonna
You should know what
Go
you're.
for the jugular.
You should know what you're in
this,
for.
This guy's quite edgy.
Yeah, man, he's looking a lot different these days though
Mm-hmm.
than he used to. But yeah, hey, listen, it's tough in the corporate environment when you have these millions and millions of employees. They have millions, hundreds of thousands, whatever.
But it's just such almost like a cult at that point. Like, how dare you speak about our leader like that?
Dear leader,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, we're gonna hear from Dear Leader today.
good.
And he's going to tell you exactly why you follow him and exactly why his phone is in your pocket, Jack. He's going to tell you why they have the best stuff coming that you've ever seen in your entire life. And he's going to make you proud. And it's live right now. It's happening. Oh, baby. Now, listen. Last time we did a live stream, Apple's legal team, it was 47 lawyers.
They were after us.
I honestly, copied on the email is at least is somewhere around 62 lawyers.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was just a takedown request. And
So then what are we doing now?
How do we get through this?
well, Jack, we've got you on board. So we're pretty sure that you can sort this out for us. Will doesn't know what he's doing with the music over there. It's in, it's out.
It's probably playing copyrighted music right now on their side. So I'm just going to leave our music on.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, no, it's definitely playing copyright music. Yeah. If it's playing any music, it's got a massive copyright on it. So here's what we're going to do today. Let me just break it down for you. This is a companion stream. All right, Jack, since you're curious.
The fighter's companion.
Yeah, it's exactly how you would do if it was a fight event, and Rogan used to do it, and I guess Brendan Schaub does it now. I'm trying to remember, but you would have the stream open on your own accord if you choose to, right? So you get a better visual. And then we can kind of provide commentary as the thing is happening. It's a little tougher than a fight because
less action.
Well, and you can have the volume down completely where we need to hear what's going on as well. So it's a real kind of dance that's going to be taking place here. I definitely recommend you get the real event, the regular stream open in a separate window if you can, or on another device. And then you have this one feeding in some audio as well, because we're probably going to have to dip the sound at a variety of moments for whatever music they want to play and things like that. And that's where Willie Doo comes in. He is going to be, I like to use the word surgical. That is him today. He is a surgeon. And if you look at his fingertips, he's ready. Yeah, they're freshly manicured. He went to the nail salon before he came. So there will be no presses over here. And the same goes for the faders when he has to dip the audio. But as you can see right now, the event hasn't started yet. It's a little placeholder going on. There is no Tim. There is no dear leader yet. He will be here shortly. And at that point, we will cut to the audio of the event, and we will be listening to the audio of the event. It will be no replacement for the event. Full disclaimer, Apple wants all the views, you understand? They want the big numbers. They don't want you here. They're like, what are you doing over there? We need you over here. And we're like, hey, maybe come over here. Because we're not Apple, right? And we might say things, and we might crack jokes that like humans do, like we just did with the dear leader thing. You understand? So this is going to be more casual. And maybe Mo ordered Tim Hortons, which is definitely a casual thing to do.
It looks like the Tim Hortons was sponsored by a guy named Like Zog Gets MC.
Shout out on a super chat for sponsoring our Tim Hortons today. Oh, Tim is here. Get the volume for us.
Everyone quiet.
Now we're going to see Will's fingertips in action. Are you trying to fade it nicely?
He's speaking.
No.
Productive and entertain.
He was there for a second. You've muted it on YouTube.
Oh, did I mute it?
Yeah.
With the time I've been spending at home. Along with our great original series like Ted Lasso, The Morning Show, For All Mankind, Servant, and The After Party, we're working with some of the most imaginative filmmakers in the world and making great original movies as well. Like the emotional powerhouse Swan Song, featuring a riveting performance by Mahershala Ali,
Powerhouse?
who earned a lead actor nomination from the prestigious BAFTAs. Joel Coen's The Tragedy of Macbeth, starring Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand. This beautiful film was nominated for 3 Academy Awards, including Best Actor. Remarkably, this is Denzel's 10th Academy Award nomination. And Coda, which was also nominated for 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Coda is a powerful and inspiring story which broke barriers with its predominantly deaf cast, including Troy Kotsur, who became the first deaf male actor to be nominated for an Oscar.
I don't think I've ever seen him with the yellow band before on the watch. I don't know if it's a Ukraine shout out or what. You got a yellow watch band. All right, now they're going to start showing. So they're working on. Yeah, you can definitely dip the audio here. They're currently promoting their services. I feel like all events into the future. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be trying to get more subscribers and using the early part of these events to promote signing up for such things, to have all their movies and content. They're going to keep spending money on content. It's an area of their business that has expanded vastly. Now, have any of you guys dipped into their content? Any of these Ted Lassos, any of these Denzel types? This is not out yet, but any of these, what was the sci-fi one that they did? I was like semi-interested in that. No?
No.
Yeah, well, that goes to show you what's going on with Apple content. What is it? We have too much content? Is there too much going on? You can't have all these streaming services. Is that what's going on? So what would it take, Jack, for you to be Apple TV Plus kind of guy?
It would have to be a show that I like wanted to watch, like a specific show.
Like, give me an example that you're signing up and you're subscribing. What would it have to be? What if it was that, okay, Netflix just put out the Kanye documentary. You told me you were watching it.
Yeah.
If that happened to be Apple exclusive, are you signing up?
No, that's not enough.
It's not enough for you.
I need more than that.
What's it going to be?
But for example, we got like Crave to get HBO for a show Euphoria. We love the show Euphoria. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I watched the first season.
Yeah, it's really.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's.
Do you feel a little weird as an old man watching all these teenagers?
Well,
because I see people posting the clips on social media, and I'm like,
it doesn't feel like a teenager show though.
Like, I'm like, these kids they're all in high school here, and a lot of the fans on social media are also in high school, and then I'm like, I'm not saying it can't be a good show, by the way. I'm just saying if it crossed your mind, because it crossed my mind. I'm not saying I wouldn't watch it because of it. I'm saying it crossed my mind.
I was skeptical of it because it's a high school setting. I was like, I'm not going to enjoy this. But it doesn't feel like a high school show.
I mean, you can reminisce on your own. I'm sure your own high school experience is very similar to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Uncanny.
I was a transgender.
There's a lot of like directorial cool shots and music. I think it blends into like how they feel kind of thing. It's a cool little, I don't know, emotional.
Very emotional, yeah.
Side of the show. It's cool.
Well, that's so you're saying that I don't want anyone to take that to drop. You can watch, you can enjoy music, okay? But you're saying that if Euphoria was on Apple's service, you would subscribe for a new service?
I probably would for just, yeah.
And then you would cancel it after? Or you're just that you would be an Apple TV Plus guy?
Well, unless there was I was caught up on another show or something like that. But
okay, moving on. Look at this. There's a baseball announcement. Give me some volume here.
You can only see on Apple TV Plus. We're really excited about this. This is going to be the best way to watch baseball on your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and anywhere that Apple TV Plus is available. And now, let's turn to our products, starting with iPhone.
Well, I already have the baseball
iPhone
app,
13
so that doesn't
is
really...
incredible.
Have
it
the
features
MLB
our
app.
powerful A15 Bionic chip. And together with iOS 15, the world's most advanced mobile operating system, iPhone 13 delivers experiences like cinematic mode, ProRes video, provides all-day battery life, and powers stunning graphics on the immersive Super Retina XDR display. In addition to all of its great capabilities, people also love the design of iPhone 13 and its wide range of beautiful colors. So today, we're introducing two gorgeous new finishes.
There we go, new color. He said finishes. He didn't say colors. Dip that audio. There we go. That's the green. There was like a jungle effect happening there. Wow. Imagine spending all this money to create this promotional piece of content just because you made a green phone. That's a big commitment. No?
I mean, it's marketing. They have the money. Why not?
So you want the green phone?
Yeah, I'm totally getting it.
I actually thought
Actually, you know what? They're different tints. I just noticed that.
Okay, let's get the audio back.
Green with its precision milled back glass and color matched aluminum edges. And iPhone 13 Pro in a sophisticated new Alpine green joins the most pro lineup we've ever created.
It's a lot like the midnight one
You
from
can
before.
pre-order these new models starting this Friday, and they will be available on March 18th. Now let's talk about Apple Silicon. The development of Apple Silicon was inspired by iPhone and has delivered cutting-edge performance and capabilities for many years. It continues to have a phenomenal impact on our products and the industry. In addition to industry-leading performance per watt, Apple Silicon delivers many other advancements. The custom-built image signal processor drives our dynamic camera experiences. The Neural Engine unlocks breakthrough machine learning capabilities. The Secure Enclave protects the biometric information used in Face ID and Touch ID. These are just a few of the innovations enabled by Apple Silicon that makes our products such a huge hit
They
with
want you to
customers.
refresh the stream. They say it's
And
behind.
today, we're
it
bringing
behind?
our extraordinary A15 Bionic chip to another iPhone.
I don't know how behind it is, but maybe now is a good time to just refresh the page.
The event's over.
Oh, now it's
We
behind
designed
again because you
iPhone
paused
SE
it.
to include some of our
half
most
a second.
advanced features and technologies while delivering the iPhone experience at an incredible price. This is important for our existing users who want a smaller iPhone and a great value. It's also been an incredibly popular model with new iPhone users. And we're continuing to add new users to iPhone at a faster pace. In fact, this past fall, we've added more new users to the iPhone 13 lineup than in each of the previous 5 launches. And we're excited for the iPhone SE to build on this momentum. Now, here's Francesca to tell you more.
New iPhone SE coming right up. Budget, what's the price going to be? What are we going to do?
At the heart of iPhone SE is A15 Bionic, the same chip as in iPhone 13. Bringing this level of performance to our most affordable phone is something only Apple can do. A15 Bionic makes nearly every experience better. From simple things like launching apps and scrolling through photos, to intense workloads like processing depth information on the fly. A15 Bionic packs a powerful 6-core CPU to handle demanding tasks smoothly and efficiently. It's up to 1.8 times faster than iPhone 8 and even faster compared to older models. This CPU is faster than all the competition at any price. The 4-core GPU is great for graphics-intensive use cases and delivers a monumental improvement for people upgrading. That means when you buckle up for a race in Apple Arcade's next big release, Gear Club Stradale, the realistic graphics make you feel just like you're on the roads of Tuscany, behind the wheel of your dream car. Apps can take advantage of the 16-core Neural Engine, perfect for machine learning tasks and capable of 15.8 trillion operations per second, which is 26 times faster than iPhone 8. And if you're upgrading from a phone without a Neural Engine, it unlocks new ways to use your iPhone that make your life easier, like live text. Point your camera at text, and with a tap, you can copy it, translate it, make a call, or send an email. iPhone SE isn't just powerful, it's beautiful too. It features our iconic glass and aluminum design in 3 fantastic colors: Midnight, Starlight, and Product Red. It has a 4.7-inch Retina HD display with incredible color accuracy. The display is even more protected by the durable design.
She
which
said
now
only
includes
Apple
the
can do
toughest
it.
glass in a smartphone.
It's true.
On both
Only
the front
Apple can release a
and
phone that
back.
looks like that in 2022.
This is the same
Any
glass
phone.
as
I mean,
the
I know
back of
it's going to be.
iPhone
It's
13
very
and iPhone
powerful. It's going to
13
have
Pro.
a cheap
And
price.
with IP67 water and dust resistance.
But try to imagine Samsung
iPhone
launching
SE is
that.
designed to last.
That looks like that.
iPhone
The
SE
forehead
has
and
the
chin
home
on
button
it.
with Touch ID for a
How big is
secure,
the
private,
screen?
and easy way
The
to download
4.7,
your
it's the same as your iPhone
fill in
7, 8.
passcodes, and make purchases with
Remember
Apple
that phone?
Pay.
Yeah.
It's the
iPhone
exact
SE has
same
even better
form
battery
factor.
life, with the efficiency
Very
of
close.
A15 Bionic,
Thank you, Mo.
integration with iOS, our latest battery chemistry, and internal design updates. And we're bringing 5G to our most affordable iPhone. So iPhone SE can take advantage of the latest generation of technology. You get super fast downloads and uploads, lower latency, and better experiences in more places. Like seeing family with higher quality HD FaceTime
Why
calls.
would they do that?
Even when you aren't on Wi-Fi.
Do what?
Or
Is there a
enjoying your
market for
favorite
people that like
movies
the
with friends
bezels?
using
It's just
SharePlay.
price.
Okay.
It's just
playing
price. They already have the
multiplayer
design.
online
They don't want to cannibalize the other stuff.
iPhone SE also has some of our
So they
latest
put the-
camera innovations.
They put
12 megapixel
the
camera and A15
fast
Bionic,
chip in it, so the
creating
phone
new
will be
camera
fast. You can
system
dip her
that
audio, Will.
enables powerful
I mean, we know
conversation
exactly what she's talking about. Like you can get rid of it completely. Yeah. So Jack was just asking like, why release a phone like this? And it's because it's expensive to get into the latest iPhone, like, you know, starting like $700 or something. And there's no other entry point into the iOS ecosystem. And increasingly, if you change over your revenue model to those services that we said from before, you need a cheaper entry point in, but you still want to sell those expensive glass phones like the one that you're carrying. So how do you do it in such a way? Well, you can't make this one too attractive and you're trying to keep costs down.
Right.
So they want to, sell it for $399 or whatever. And this is the way in which they do it. But there have been downsides in the past, like battery life and things like this, because it is just a smaller phone. And from the and then you don't have things like certain features like Face ID. The display is not going to be anywhere near as nice. You're not going to have a fast refresh. And however, you get to be a part of Apple's entire thing, right?
It's a way to get in.
It's a way in. Although I am surprised at how long they've been able to maintain this design. And, truthfully, there probably are some people that want this, that don't mind the traditional look and feel of it. There's got to be some people. I saw a guy the other day sitting in a restaurant with a flip phone. You can't underestimate the fact that some people, they like the way that something is. And they're willing to stick to it. Okay, so the price, I think the price went up, $429. I believe it went up $30. Available March 18th. So faster. She said better battery life optimization. We turn up Tim now.
Advanced features and exceptional performance of A15 to our most affordable iPhone. It's going to be great for existing iPhone users who want a highly capable and compact iPhone, and for new users who want to experience iPhone for the first time. Apple Silicon is a huge part of the success of another remarkable product, and that's iPad. The unmatched performance and efficiency of Apple Silicon enables iPad's magical experience, from its versatility and portability to its exceptionally long battery life. It makes iPad the most powerful device of its kind, and even faster than the vast majority of PC notebooks. We have a fantastic iPad lineup, and today I'm excited to talk about iPad Air. We love iPad Air for being incredibly thin, light, and powerful. And now we're taking its performance to the next level.
Well, new iPad Air, performance to the next level, new colors, and pen input, obviously, and copyright music on this fancy commercial here. I realize how many unique pieces of content.
More
Holy.
amazing iPad Air. And to tell you all about it, here's Angelina.
Hard to tell.
The music? Yeah, man, it's a job. You got a job over there.
iPad Air
Tough
is
job, man.
supercharged with the power of
It's like, is it a
Silicon.
transition or is it
So
a
let's
full
jump right
track?
in and talk about performance. Whether you're a college student taking elaborate notes,
Wow.
a content creator working on your latest project, or a gamer playing the hottest titles, great performance is a key reason users choose iPad Air. So the new Air takes a massive leap in performance because we're bringing the breakthrough M1 chip to iPad Air. That's right. This is the same M1 chip that we brought to iPad Pro. The 8-core design of the CPU delivers up to 60%
They never
faster
used to do the
performance
backing
over
track while the
A14
presenter was
in
talking.
the previous generation of iPad Air. And M1's 8-core
Dun, dun,
GPU
dun,
delivers
dun, dun,
amazing
dun.
More
graphics
engaging.
performance, which is up to twice as
Yeah,
fast.
more
In
interested.
fact, M1 in the new iPad Air makes it faster than the fastest competitive tablet. And the new Air is also up to 2 times faster than the best-selling Windows laptop in its price range. A device that is 3 times thicker and 4 times heavier than iPad Air.
Oh man.
So for users doing things like
Why you gotta
drawing a
attack the
filter
Windows
for a social
laptop,
media
man?
post with
Give him a
purple
break.
It's a
or
huge
designing
jab.
the ultimate kid's bedroom in SketchUp, the new Air will fly right through it. And with M1, the new Air becomes a mobile gaming powerhouse. And machine learning workflows are
Shout out to
enhanced by the
Tiberius
incredible
Baxter for the,
16-core neural engine,
Tiberius, what's happening, man?
enabling powerful and intuitive experiences. Like using Adobe Lightroom to intelligently select the sky from the foreground with just a tap, so you can edit seamlessly. And these experiences really come to life on the Air's gorgeous Liquid Retina display, with its P3 white color, True Tone,
What's the over/under on
500
Tim
nits of
mentioning Russia,
brightness,
Ukraine?
and anti-reflective coating.
100%?
Another big update for iPad Air is the front
You
camera.
vote he mentions it?
Because it will now feature a 12
Yeah, I agree.
megapixel
I think so,
ultra
too.
wide camera,
It was on their website.
which means it
UNICEF.
supports
All right, all right.
center stage. This has been hugely popular for connecting with friends, colleagues,
Whoa,
and
there's
loved ones.
families fired
And
up.
This means that now
What are they
all
looking
iPad
at?
models feature center stage.
The baby.
Next,
Like how the
with
dad
its
come in looking
ultra-portable
confused.
design,
Like, what are we looking at?
we know users need fast wireless connectivity when they're on the go. That's why we're bringing ultra-fast 5G to iPad Air. Perfect for when you're doing things like using SharePlay.
Man, the
to watch
Air
movies with
/
your
Pro
friends
crossover
wherever
is
you
just
are.
tough
And
to figure
support
out.
fast
It's so
connection to
similar.
Drives, docks, and cameras, we're increasing the performance of the USB-C port. It is now twice as fast, so transferring large photos or videos is even quicker. And iPad Air is compatible with amazing accessories that make it even more versatile, like the Smart Keyboard Folio and Magic Keyboard, which delivers a fantastic trackpad and typing experience. iPad Air also supports Apple Pencil 2nd generation, which users absolutely love for drawing and taking notes. And of course, driving the entire iPad experience is iPad OS. iPad OS 15 is packed with powerful new features, like enhanced multitasking, Quick Note, and SharePlay, which make iPad
I mean, the
even
key
more
thing with this is
capable.
just going to be price
And with the
again.
new version of
'cause
Swift
it's
Playgrounds, users can build
not much
and
changed.
submit apps to the App Store right on iPad. A new release of iMovie is perfect for aspiring filmmakers
you think the price is gonna go down?
working on their latest masterpiece.
Well, or up.
Or for users
Supply
who
chain,
are
Jack.
just getting started. The new Storyboards feature helps users create finished videos by using curated shortlists, transitions, and music for a polished result.
That's how we should edit
It's
videos
a
now,
great
guys.
new release that will be available next month.
Take 2 seconds.
And we continue our commitment to the environment. The new Air has a number of components with 100% recycled materials, like the aluminum in the enclosure, tin in the solder of the main logic board, and rare earth elements in the enclosure and audio magnets. We're really excited about the new iPad Air. Let's take a look.
Audio, more commercials. Let me just say something about iPads. You know, I really want to like that mini model, which we were goofing with, and I stole it from Mo, and I took it home, and I did not like it at all. I did not like the display at all, and I thought it could be a really cool little, way to browse and read because it's lightweight, and maybe you'll put it at the bedside table, but modern displays have gotten so much better on a variety of devices, including this Fold device, to where it just became obvious to me that they had kind of cheaped out on the display on that mini. That's my analysis, but I think some people will be fine with it.
Especially for gaming too. If you want a game, don't you want like a better display?
But I don't think that's what they had aimed the mini at. I think it was just almost like the SE phone. They're just like, hey, this is the iPad entry point. We got to get the cost as low as possible. The Air versus Pro is obviously more complicated because these have so many crossover features, and then cost becomes a major consideration, a major factor in how you decide between those two. You can come back now.
Shout out Greg Molina.
So this is the new iPad Air. And it comes in a gorgeous array of colors. Space gray, starlight, pink, purple, and a stunning new blue. It will be available starting at the same great price of $599.
Same price. Okay.
This is an incredible price for such a powerful device. It comes in both 64 and 256 gigabyte configurations, and it will be available in both Wi-Fi and cellular models. You can begin ordering Friday, and it will be available March 18th.
So that's probably the best iPad to get right
With the
now, I guess.
supercharged performance
At
of
$599.
M1, ultra-fast 5G, and
It's probably
center
going to be the
stage,
best for most people.
We think you're going to love the new iPad Air. Back to Tim.
Pen support as well.
Yeah, I mean, it has most of the things you want from the Pro. And
More powerful, more capable, and simply more fun than ever. Next, let's talk about the Mac.
okay, here's where we saw
Apple
some
Silicon
rumors.
has transformed the Mac
Here's
over
where we
this
saw
past
some
year.
rumors.
Its incredible performance, custom technologies, and cutting-edge power efficiency have ushered in a new era for the Mac. We've transitioned nearly every product in the Mac lineup to Apple Silicon, and each of these products has blown away users and shocked the PC industry. When we introduced the MacBook Pro and MacBook Air with M1, our customers no longer had to choose between incredible performance and amazing battery life. They could have it all. And Apple Silicon has enabled us to design products we never could have imagined before, like the remarkably thin and powerful new iMac made possible by M1. And the newest MacBook Pro with M1 Pro and M1 Max has completely redefined what pros expect from a notebook. It simply has no equal. Customers are absolutely loving these systems. In fact, every quarter since we started shipping M1-based Macs has been record-breaking, and we've outpaced the industry growth during this time. And we're not stopping there. To tell you how we're going to take Mac even further, here's John.
Mythical Bro, shout out.
Apple Silicon has had a profound
Nice
impact on
ceiling.
Mac. Every chip in the M1
Everybody
family
always
has been
screenshots that whenever they're in this room.
allowing us to make the world's best
Or
personal
is that all?
computers for
Is
our
that
users.
completely green screen?
And now we're going to take
Probably.
the next
Yeah,
giant
looks
leap.
like it.
Yeah.
Because today, we're bringing Apple Silicon to users who need even more extreme levels of performance to unleash their creativity.
Oh, that's you.
We're
Well,
adding
you got to
one last
unleash.
chip to the M1 family.
Unleash,
It's
Will.
gonna blow your mind. Here it is.
How do you go bigger than Max? Ultra! You go Ultra. Oh, man. The only
It
thing
is a
bigger than Max
monster
is
of a chip,
Ultra.
and it brings breathtaking levels of performance.
What's
to the
after
Mac
Ultra?
desktop.
No, you're done.
So let
That's
me hand it
That's
over
all
to
you got.
Johnny to tell you more about its incredible architecture.
Stop transitioning me everywhere. Just tell me already. Holy.
M1 Ultra is the next
Johnny's
breakthrough for
back.
Apple Silicon.
And he's
So
got a
far, we've
wide
scaled Apple
stance.
Silicon for the Mac
He's
from
ready for
M1
any
to
Don't
business.
get in his
M1
way.
Max. And with each chip, we've extended the architecture to deliver phenomenal performance while maintaining remarkable power efficiency and scaling the unified memory architecture. This approach has also provided a consistent developer programming model across the M1 family. And now we want to take Apple Silicon even further to achieve more extreme levels of performance for the desktop. The challenge is that there are physical limitations in creating a larger die than M1
Like
Max.
him in a James
The
Bond
leading
movie or
approach is to
something.
what
use
they
two
want you to
chips
feel
and
like.
connect them via the motherboard. However, that approach has significant trade-offs, including increased latency, reduced bandwidth, and much higher power consumption. This also burdens developers with the need to change their code for this architecture. So with M1 Ultra, we did something truly groundbreaking. And it actually starts with M1 Max, the most powerful SoC we've built to date. With its high-performance CPU, massive GPU, and tremendous unified memory bandwidth, M1 Max is incredibly capable. And its amazing performance is delivered while maintaining industry-leading power efficiency. Yet, it's even more capable than what we've shared. You see, M1 Max has a secret, a hidden feature we haven't talked about until now. It has a groundbreaking die-to-die interconnect technology that allows us to scale even further by building M1 Ultra from 2 M1 Max die, which doubles performance. And we connect the 2 die with our innovative custom-built packaging architecture. This multi-die
SLI?
architecture is way ahead of
Is it
anything else in
back?
the industry. And we call it Ultra Fusion.
That was
The
like
Ultra Fusion
Power
architecture uses
Rangers.
a silicon interposer that has twice the connection density of any technology available. It connects over 10,000 signals and provides an enormous 2.5 terabyte per second of low latency interprocessor bandwidth between the 2 die using very little power. That's more than 4 times the bandwidth of the leading multi-chip interconnect technology. The result is an SoC with blazing performance due to low latency, massive bandwidth, and incredible power efficiency.
Double.
And thanks to the magic of the Ultra Fusion architecture, it behaves like a single chip to software and preserves the benefits of the unified memory. M1 Ultra has 114 billion transistors. That's 7 times more than M1. It's the most ever in a personal computer chip. And when you add it to the M1 family, you can see the huge difference in area between M1 and M1 Ultra.
The Max was already ridiculous.
This multi-die architecture also supports a higher bandwidth memory subsystem.
So this is going to go in the studio?
With 2 die, the memory bandwidth
the
is
rumored
increased to a massive
new
800 gigabytes
Mac
per
Studio.
second. That's more than 10
Maybe
times
a Mac
the
Pro?
latest PC
Like an
desktop chip.
upgraded Mac Pro?
They weren't supposed to talk about that today.
Doubling the memory channels also means M1 Ultra supports up to a staggering 128 gigabytes of unified memory for enormous workloads. M1 Ultra also offers an unbelievable amount of compute performance. It has a powerful 20-core CPU with 16 high-performance cores and 4 high-efficiency cores to crush CPU-intensive tasks. It also features a huge 64-core GPU, so it can speed through the most intense graphic tasks. It's nearly 8 times faster than M1. M1 Ultra has 32 powerful neural engine cores that can run up to 22 trillion operations per second to accelerate the most formidable machine learning tasks. And it has twice the capabilities of the amazing media engine in M1 Max for unprecedented ProRes video encode and decode throughput. Power efficiency affects the entire system, including
ProRes, no
enclosure
problem.
design, thermals, acoustics, and ultimately performance. So the industry-leading performance per watt of M1 Max and M1 Ultra is a huge advantage for a desktop. M1 Max delivers similar multi-threaded CPU performance to the latest 10-core PC desktop chip while using 65% less power. And when we compare M1 Ultra to the fastest 16-core PC desktop chip available, it delivers 90% higher performance in the same power envelope. And M1 Ultra can deliver the PC chip's peak performance while using an astounding 100 watts less power. When we look at GPU performance and power, M1 Max delivers similar performance to one of the most popular GPUs while using 1/3 the power. And M1 Ultra delivers
You like these
faster
graphs,
performance
Jay?
than
Yeah,
the
I'm
highest
sold.
end GPU
Yeah, I am
I am
available,
sold.
They're
while
like, look
using
at our
200
lines.
watts
These
less
graphs
power.
are.
All of
M1
our
Ultra
lines are
provides
better.
industry-leading desktop plus performance and power efficiency, allowing us to deliver incredible
Coupled with
performance
the music
in a much
and his
smaller, more
voice.
efficient design. So that's the groundbreaking M1 Ultra. It's the most powerful and capable chip
Holy
ever
cow, that's
for a
going to be
personal
expensive.
computer. Now back to John.
That is going to be
M1 Ultra takes
expensive.
Apple Silicon further than ever. It's another game-changing chip for our pro users. Now, one of the things that makes Apple Silicon so unique is how tightly it integrates with the operating system. This integration enables macOS to scale with M1 Ultra, allowing it to automatically benefit from M1 Ultra's immense capabilities, delivering another big step forward in performance. It also enables us to deliver an amazing experience for our users. Everything is super fast and incredibly responsive, and the system and user data are protected with industry-leading security. The transition to Apple Silicon has delivered the largest collection of apps ever for Mac, including iPhone and iPad apps, which can now run on Mac, and universal apps that unlock the full power of the M1 family. And new apps with unbelievable performance continue to be released every week. We're thrilled with how well this transition is going. And because M1 Ultra looks like a single piece of silicon to software, apps will benefit from its extraordinary capabilities without any additional work. Let's hear what some of our developers have to say about it.
What? 128 gigs of RAM?
There is no delay. It's just a toggling, like a light switch.
You don't actually have that time to stir
Just
your
giddy.
coffee because the file just opens and you're like, oh, okay, let's get to work.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I work at Ableton as a software developer. Principal product manager at Adobe for motion graphics.
I'm Ruby at Vectorworks.
I'm Ellie Wade, and I work at Maxon.
Larissa Sepnik, I'm the lead Sapphire
Yeah, you can
developer.
dip it. You can dip it. I don't know. That sounds too produced to be part of the score of. Imagine doing the score for one of these events. It's like to have to explain to you the mood they're looking for. They're like mysterious, scientific, futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
John Williams is like, I can't.
Sophisticated, whatever variety. Anyway, they gave this new chip to a bunch of different creative individuals, people who could utilize it, and now they're giving their feedback on just how stupid fast it is. If it's two M1 Maxes, then it's beyond the scope of pretty much what we would take advantage of, which is kind of cool to think about, that we're living in an era now, because I used to really want that latest thing to improve, I don't know, editing smoothness or export times. We actually have hit a certain kind of plateau for the type of work that we do.
But could it be quicker?
Of course, it can always be quicker, but it's diminishing returns. Like, this is the first time where I bought the MacBook and didn't think about needing the high-end chip, where the battery consumption element of increased battery consumption in exchange for slightly better, it was insignificant for me from a performance perspective. So, and it also speaks to how good the M1 is. Like, the cost to performance ratio on the regular M1 compared to Max and now Ultra. But listen, there are plenty of people watching this, I'm sure, that can utilize even more processing potential, and that's who's being marketed here, obviously.
So what's your guess on the price?
Well, they're going to have to, it has to fit into a system, right? They're not going to sell you the chip on its own. So this Mac Studio is going to have to be $5,000
performance of Mac yet again.
more.
So now,
Wow.
let's talk about
$5,000
where we're
minimum.
going to use this incredible new chip.
Here you go.
Today, we're going to focus on the place where so many people create their life's best work, the studio. A studio is where creators, like designers, scientists, and developers, change the world. Whether it's in a home or an office, each studio is unique.
Yeah, but they're showing MacBooks as well.
Customized with the tools that complete the user's workflow. And for many, the Mac plays a pivotal role in this space. With the transition to M1, we've provided these users with two great desktops, iMac and Mac Mini, which have remarkable performance and entirely new
You don't
capabilities.
even touch on the Mac Pro.
Yet there are some users who want even more, so they can push the limits of their creativity. First, they want breakthrough performance and capability to turn their studio into a creative powerhouse. Next, they want a wide range of connectivity for peripherals that are key to their studio workflow. And finally, many want a modular system and display so they can create their perfect setup. So that's what we're introducing today. Something totally new
Mac
that gives
Studio.
our users exactly what they need to build the studio of their dreams. And here it is.
Music. Perforation. Perforation. Wait a sec. What? It's not like the renders at all. Is it round? Whoa, even better. No, never mind.
It's just the bottom.
That was just the base. I thought the whole thing was going to be round, but no, it's exactly like the renders.
New display.
Yeah, you're supposed to get the display with it. You have SD card slot on the front, two Thunderbolts. Turn it up.
This is Mac Studio and Studio Display. Mac Studio is an entirely new Mac with the unbelievable performance of our most powerful Apple Silicon, M1 Max and M1 Ultra. And the Studio Display is the perfect complement to Mac Studio, with a phenomenal set of features and that integrated experience Mac users love. So let's dive in, starting with Mac Studio. And to tell you all about it, here's Colleen.
We went right in the SD card slot. That's how it works. You go from the SD card slot
Right.
Mac
straight
Studio
into the
is a breakthrough in personal
Ultra
computing.
chip.
It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's the first computer to put outrageous performance, extensive connectivity, and entirely new capabilities into an unbelievably compact form that lives right on your desk.
Outrageous.
Where it's always
Is this
within
meant to
easy
go with
reach.
that monitor? Like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Mac
yeah.
Studio is going to
You can put whatever
completely
monitor you want.
transform studio workflows everywhere. Let's start with its design. With the power and efficiency of Apple Silicon, we were able to totally reimagine
So what do you
what
think
a
that's gonna
high-performance desktop could look
cost?
like.
Well, they're going to sell
The
it
exterior is machined from a single aluminum
with
extrusion.
M1 Max as
with
well, so you can get a
footprint of
cheaper
just
chip. So
7.7
it'll
inches
start lower,
square
but I was talking
and
specifically
height
about
of
that
only
Ultra
3
chip.
Yeah,
if
the
you want
Ultra,
that in
Ultra,
there,
So
yeah.
it takes up
that's
very
when I was
little
like
space and fits
6.
perfectly under most
I don't know.
displays.
I don't know, 5, 6.
Inside, every element was designed to produce an unprecedented amount of performance in such a small form factor. The innovative thermal system
Can I
begins
do it for
with
4?
a unique
Oh.
double-sided blower pulling air
Wow,
into
so
the system across the entire circumference.
2/3 of that is
perforated
just to cool it all
aluminum
down.
base.
Oh, yeah.
The air moves over the custom circular power supply and through channels precisely placed to guide it to the chip's thermal module.
Jeez.
Finally, the air is propelled through a low impedance rear exhaust containing over 2,000 precisely machined perforations. And due to the efficiency of M1 Max and
There's
M1
more
Ultra,
force on the back there.
the sound is so minimal, for most workloads, you'll barely even hear it. With this
In the
remarkably
studio.
compact and quiet system within arm's reach, you get easy access to essential connectivity throughout the day. So next, let's take a look at the high-performance I/O Mac Studio provides. On the back, there are 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports to connect displays and high-performance devices. A 10 gigabit Ethernet port, 2 USB-A ports, an HDMI port, and a Pro audio jack
There you
for
go.
high-impedance
Pro.
headphones or external amplified speakers.
Are you surprised
Wi-Fi
they still have
6 and
USB-A?
Bluetooth 5 are built in as well. And since many users
I think it's a good
frequently
move.
connect and disconnect devices, like portable storage, we also put connectivity on the front for even easier access. Systems
Yeah, I mean,
with
it's
M1
beyond
Max
what your
have
laptop
2
gives you.
USB-C ports, providing 10 gigabits per second USB 3 data transfer. And with M1 Ultra, these ports are Thunderbolt 4, with up to 40 gigabits per second data transfer speeds. There's also an SD card slot to easily import photos or video. And Mac Studio offers extensive display support for up to 4
This is going to be a
Pro Display
YouTuber
XDRs,
special right there.
plus
So
a
many
4K
YouTubers
TV,
are going to buy this one.
driving nearly 90 million pixels. With this wide array of advanced connectivity, you can configure your studio to your exact needs. Now, let's take a look at the unprecedented
They had
performance Mac Studio
5
will
displays
deliver.
total coming off of it.
When you compare Mac Studio to our most powerful Mac desktops, the 27-inch iMac and Mac Pro, it takes performance to astonishing new heights. Let's start with Mac Studio with M1 Max. For CPU performance, Mac Studio with M1 Max is up to 2.5 times
Here's your
faster
favorite graphs,
than
Jack.
the fastest 27-inch
Lines.
iMac. And it's up to 50% faster than Mac Pro with a 16-core Xeon processor, our most popular configuration.
Oh man, Mac Pro bought people would
Graphics
be
performance
pissed.
on Mac Studio with
The difference
M1
in that
Max
line
is
isn't
also
50% of the
tremendous.
other
It's
Jack.
up to 3.4 times faster than the
You're gonna
fastest
say
graphics
50%.
on the 27-inch iMac.
Jack.
And it even outperforms Mac Pro with its most popular graphics card. Mac Studio is over 3 times faster.
Boom, boom.
Mac Studio with M1 Max is the high-performance machine many of our users have been waiting for to take their workflows to the next
Tell us
level.
more about Ultra though.
And Mac Studio with M1 Ultra
Oh.
takes performance to a whole other dimension.
It's
The
Mars.
CPU
It takes you to
performance on Mac
Mars.
Studio with M1 Ultra is up to 3.8 times faster than the fastest 27-inch iMac.
The line just breaks
And
through
it's
the
up to
screen.
90% faster than Mac Pro with 16
90?
cores.
Am I wrong?
We can even
Jack.
compare Mac Studio with M1 Ultra
Like, am I
to
crazy
Mac
here?
Pro with 28 cores.
Tim's
It's
sending
up to
his lawyers over
60%
here.
faster. That is incredible.
Like, we're looking for
And
Jack.
graphics performance on Mac Studio with M1 Ultra just crushes 27-inch iMac.
That's crazy.
It's
That's a
up to
28-core
remarkable
Xeon that it just
4.5
busted.
times faster. It even exceeds Mac Pro with its fastest graphics card. Mac Studio is up to 80% faster. Now, in the
Intel.
same way that MacBook Pro
What about Intel,
shattered the
Will?
limits of graphics memory in
I
a
think they
laptop,
made their own product
Mac
obsolete.
Studio will do the same
The Mac
for
Pro?
the desktop.
Oh yeah, they don't care about
The
the
most
Mac Pro. They never
powerful
have.
workstation graphics card available today offers 48 gigabytes of video memory. With M1 Max, you can access up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory. And with M1 Ultra, you get up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory for enormous graphics tasks. No other graphics card comes close.
She's in shock.
And when it comes to storage, the
She's
SSD
discovering
in Mac
just like
Studio
us.
That's
delivers
right.
up
She-
to a
they're
super
just
fast
showing her for the first time.
7.4
She's-
gigabytes per second of performance, and up to 8 terabytes.
She's
capacity.
astonished.
Today, more and more cameras are capturing ProRes video,
Mm.
from the iPhone 13 Pro to the Sony Venice Cinema camera. With M1 Ultra's extraordinarily powerful media engine, Mac Studio can play an unprecedented 18 streams of 8K ProRes 422 video. There is no other computer in the world that can do this. To sum up this game-changing
That's what we need.
performance,
18
Mac
streams.
Studio
How's that
with
for a
M1 Max
multicam?
is up to 3.4 times faster than our fastest iMac. It's a huge upgrade for 27-inch iMac users
She's going for it,
looking
man.
to move to more powerful Apple Silicon. And for those looking for the most extreme performance, Mac Studio with M1 Ultra is up to 80% faster than our top-of-the-line Mac Pro.
All right, what's the price?
So now, let's take a look
Told
at
you
how
already.
this unprecedented
1 billion.
performance is going to transform the studio.
Let's just move over
With
here.
the breakthrough
to
capabilities
our,
of Mac
casual
Studio, users
indoor
can
house
completely
building.
reimagine their workflows and push their creativity further than ever. For musicians, Mac Studio
that's a cool
powers the
setup.
digital audio workstation
This music
they've been
is
dreaming of.
risky. Look at this guy. That's you in a different life, Jack.
Wow.
Yeah, you just got your little guitars on the wall. You got your guitars on the wall.
A better life.
You're just doing some mixing. What do we have here? Some 3D. That's you, Willie Do.
That's me.
You doing the 3D. Remember in your Humber days? Shout out Humber.
Yeah. Good times.
Do you know what that software is? I don't.
I don't know.
Really? I thought that was right up your alley, dude.
Cinema 4D.
Look how nice these rooms are.
They're perfect.
They're just.
There's
there's
still a
Lou.
printer.
So that's me right there.
That's
Yeah.
Lou.
All right. Fine. What am I doing? This space stuff? I
Yeah.
got a telescope over here. Nice. I don't mind. Yeah, that'd be fine with me as well. Yeah, it's always so organized. Everything's in the right place. You notice how there's no Tim Hortons cups anywhere?
No coffee stains.
No, nothing. Although there's a Canon camera, they let that in. They're like, yeah, okay, fine. Canon cameras, we'll take that. So here's the photography element. It's all the different people you want to be, and it's how Apple is going to get you there, because without them. But honestly, though, listen, if this thing is what they say it is, then it's going to be a head start for a lot of people. Like, all jokes aside. But I don't know, price-wise, I'm a bit terrified. They didn't even mention regular M1. They just went straight from Max. They only talk about Max and Ultra. I don't even know if it's regular. Why would they bother? Because they have the Mini.
There's never been a desktop like it. And when it comes to the environment, Mac Studio raises the bar yet again. It uses far less energy than competitors to deliver its extraordinary performance. Over the course of a year, Mac Studio will use up to 1,000 kilowatt hours less energy than a high-end PC desktop. Mac Studio is also free of numerous harmful substances. It uses 100% recycled rare earth elements in the magnets and recycled tin in the solder of the main logic board. So that's Mac Studio, featuring M1 Max and the new M1 Ultra, the most powerful chip ever built for a personal computer. Mac Studio will supercharge the workspace with breathtaking performance. unleashing your creativity like never before. Now, we designed Mac Studio together with the Studio Display to complete the ultimate studio experience. And to tell you more, here's Nicole.
They're not gonna do a combo.
Is in a class of its own.
You gotta
Along
put
with
both
a
in the
gorgeous
cart.
screen, it's loaded with
Combo pack?
incredible
I want a
features
combo
that no other desktop
with some
display
French fries.
can deliver. And it provides that integrated experience Mac users love. Let's start with the design. Studio Display has an all-screen design with narrow borders. Its all aluminum enclosure houses an advanced set of features in a slim profile. And the stand allows you to tilt the display up to 30 degrees. To customize Studio Display for your workspace, you can also choose a tilt and height adjustable stand option, which has a counterbalancing arm.
Isn't that stand
makes the
$1,000?
display
I was gonna say
feel
that.
Oh, yeah.
There's also
Oh,
a
God.
VESA adapter option that lets you mount the display in landscape or portrait orientation. Studio Display features an expansive screen that has a 27-inch active area with a total of 14.7 million pixels at 218 pixels per inch, making it a 5K Retina display.
Oh, okay.
And with 600 nits of brightness, P3 wide color, and support for over 1 billion colors, it brings images to life with spectacular detail. It also has True Tone for a more natural viewing experience, plus an industry-leading anti-reflective coating for better comfort and readability. And for studios with bright light sources, there's an innovative nano texture glass option that scatters light to further
That's
minimize
matte
glare,
finish.
while delivering
They had the same
outstanding image
options
quality.
for the Pro Display.
Another thing that makes Studio Display unique is the fact that it actually has an A13 Bionic chip inside.
Of course it
which
does.
enables it to deliver amazing experiences with the highly advanced camera and audio system. There's a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, which is the same sensational camera that's been a huge hit on iPad. And powered by the incredible technology
If I've
in Apple
ever
Silicon,
heard anyone
it
refer to it as
supports Center
sensational.
Stage, which comes to the Mac for the very first time. So video calls are so much more engaging. And to make this the ultimate video conferencing display, it also includes an array of studio quality mics. They have an especially low noise floor for crystal clear calls. Studio Display also features a high-fidelity 6-speaker sound system that delivers an unbelievable listening experience. It has 4 force-canceling
Apple's
woofers
like, let's go
that
get this
minimize
money.
distortion and produce
Let's go
bold,
get this money.
articulate
That's what this
bass.
soundtrack is called.
And 2 high-performance
go
tweeters
get this.
that create accurate mids and crisp highs.
People are
And
buying.
because Apple Silicon can process multi-channel surround sound, the speakers also support spatial audio for music and video with Dolby Atmos.
It's too much. Jack's
Okay,
flustered.
we get it. It's cool.
Jack's getting flustered over there.
It's really cool.
These are by far the highest fidelity speakers.
Stop selling it to me.
I know.
For the Mac.
But they don't talk about the price
This
though.
is the best
Give me the price.
combination
No.
of camera and audio ever in a desktop display.
Man, it's quite an onslaught, isn't
Let's
it?
talk
Yeah,
about
by the
how
end of it, you're
Studio
just like
Display
giving them your
connects
credit
with your
card.
other devices.
Take it.
It has 3
Enough.
USB-C ports that deliver speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. So you can connect
Oh,
peripherals,
the music went
storage,
calm again.
and networking right into the display. And there's a
Talking about
Thunderbolt
ports.
port, which allows you to connect
Hmm.
Studio Display and any
Just
plug-in
one
peripherals
Thunderbolt.
to your Mac
Yeah.
with a single cable. That same cable delivers 96 watts of power, which allows you to charge any Mac notebook. And it can even fast charge a 14-inch MacBook Pro. And you can connect up to 3 studio
Yeah,
displays
I like the
to your
display.
MacBook Pro,
It's
creating an incredible edit bay or 3D animation studio.
charge your laptop, extend your desktop.
Finally, to complete your setup, we've added a new
5K.
silver and black color option to the Magic Keyboard with Touch ID, the Magic Trackpad, and the Magic Mouse.
Oh, I need to-
Which beautifully
I need the
complement
keyboard, but I don't need the
design
number
of the
pad.
display. Studio Display has also been designed to minimize its environmental impact. It uses 100% recycled.
They gotta tell
rare
us
earth
about the
elements
environment
in
on
all
every
magnets.
single item. It's like, why don't you just say, okay, environment, all of them, every item, environment. Like, we got it. It's the exact same slide every time. Go ahead, Will.
No other display has this unique offering of 5K retina
But
resolution,
spend
an
20
advanced
grand,
camera with
save
sensor
the
stage,
world!
and incredibly high fidelity audio, all in a
They
refined
just say
aluminum
environment.
design.
Environment.
And it's a great
Subliminal.
display to
Do you
pair
care about
with
the world?
any Mac.
You need to
like
buy more
MacBook
things to
Pro,
save the world.
MacBook Air, Mac Mini, and of course, Mac Studio. Now, before I hand it back to John, let's take a look
Are you
at
gonna
Mac
explode?
Studio and Studio Display
No, I'm good.
in
Okay.
action.
Okay.
They still didn't tell us the price. They're not pumped enough. Is that Billie Eilish?
No.
Looked like her from behind.
Yeah.
Similar like outfit.
What's happening?
She's gonna explore the supercharged M1 Max
Wow.
because it's like a city in there, including the Ultra. One shoe.
One shoe.
Right, she's gonna imagine all the things she can make once she owns this.
Didn't they go
But
over
she's
all
trapped
this?
in here.
Well, they didn't go over it, Jack. You're not convinced yet. It's pretty cool. No, I mean,
yeah,
try
yeah.
to make this, man.
For
Try
sure.
to make that. This guy's gonna use every single port.
He's so productive.
Yeah.
No port is free. Oh, she's trapped in his computer.
Yeah.
Damn, that's rough.
It's the start of a love story.
Everybody always has like the nice lamps going on. I wonder if it has face unlock. Why don't they put face unlock on that? No, it doesn't, because Face ID for them have to have all the sensors and everything. I guess you just do Touch ID on the keyboard. Fine. Does she live in there forever now? Who rescues her?
Someone
from
has
the-
to rescue her.
She just got blown away. She just got. Oh my! She's going into the fan.
No. Oh, okay. Thank God.
She was making a
It was a
sneaker.
dream.
She has one.
Price.
Studio Display. With incredible performance,
Environment.
extensive connectivity, and a modular design, Mac Studio with M1 Max starts at $19.99.
Yes,
Mac Studio
okay,
with M1
Max.
Ultra starts at $39.99.
$4,000. Okay, I said
no other
five
desktop in
because
the
I was
world
thinking in
can offer
Canadian
this level
terms.
of performance and capability.
They're going
at
to
this
sell a ton
price.
of those things, man.
And the
That's not
Studio
that bad.
Display with its awesome set of
For what
features
it
is $15.99.
you don't need any more Pro
and it
Mac
can be
Pros
configured
anymore.
with nano-textured glass and a choice
I'm
of
sure
shade
you can.
options.
Did he
max
say the
it out.
price on the
You can
monitor?
order
It was-
both
what was it,
products today,
1500?
and they'll be available on March 18th.
What?
Today we built upon the
$15.99
amazing
Yeah, that's
capabilities
expensive.
of M1 Max
for the
with
monitor?
the introduction
Oh,
of
good
M1 Ultra.
lord!
With its Ultra Fusion architecture,
What if you got it without
powerful
the stand,
CPU,
though?
massive GPU, and staggering
Jesus, I guess
memory
they set the
bandwidth,
standard with
it's
the
the
Pro
next
display
giant
and
leap
then-
for Apple Silicon. And we introduced Mac Studio, which was designed to put all this groundbreaking performance right on your desk. Together with the Studio Display, these products will empower users to create the studios of their dreams and to continue to change the world. And they joined the rest of our incredible Mac lineup with Apple Silicon, making our transition nearly complete with just one more product to go, Mac Pro. But that is for another day.
Oh.
Now back to Tim.
We've
What
had
are
an
you
extraordinary
doing with
relationship
Mac
with
Pro?
the world's
That
creative
was different
community,
than One
and
More
the Mac
Thing.
has
He's
been
like, one more
such an
thing,
important
but
tool
later.
for
But
these
later.
users.
Yeah.
We're excited to bring them an entirely new system, Mac Studio and Studio Display, and to see all of the amazing things they will do with it. It's remarkable to think about the profound impact Apple Silicon is having on the Mac and our other products. The A15 Bionic drives the most powerful phones in the world, iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro. And today we introduced two striking new green finishes. The new iPhone SE, our most affordable iPhone, is also now powered by the incredible A15 Bionic chip. The new iPad Air takes a big leap with the M1 chip, as well as 5G, center stage, and beautiful new finishes. It's truly remarkable what Apple Silicon makes possible. It
The way he
delivers
walks like this
industry-leading
sideways.
performance,
Like Mr.
technology,
Burns?
Yeah.
and advancements. And the
Makes you wanna
seamless
sit up
integration
straighter.
of hardware and software enables us to provide experiences that no one else can. We look forward to seeing what our users will do with all of these incredible products and the impact they will have on people's lives. Thank you again for joining us.
No
Have
Ukraine.
a great day.
No Ukraine, you all lose. All you got was a yellow watch band. That was the closest you got. What can be said about this event? You giving me music right now, Will?
Lemon 47 showed up.
Look, there's credits.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, there's gonna be some environment statement.
Yeah.
Listen. I like this product. Like, I think people for a long time wanted something that wasn't like that Mac Pro, you know, but was still powerful for your studio. And people have done it with the Mac Mini, but it, you know, hasn't really been it wasn't really targeted that way. And now they're just saying, okay, you're gonna have a desktop. It's gonna be small, not as small as the Mac Mini. And it's gonna be faster than anything else out there. It's gonna have some of the, I mean, one of the downsides still is that it's not modular at all. And when you're in the PC realm, one of the advantages, which can also be a disadvantage, is modularity. You can pick your own components and you can upgrade it. Like, you want to put a different GPU in next generation, go for it. Everything with Apple is becoming increasingly integrated. And so there's a transition taking place in the market. If they continue to push these crazy figures out with the stuff they're doing with the M1, it puts a lot of pressure on the PC side of things, certainly.
I'm just gonna max this out here. I want to see the real price.
Yeah, man.
The full price.
Well, do it in USD though. Oh, you
It's
are?
US,
Okay, you're doing it in USD. Okay.
Are we gonna get one of these? Unbox it?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my God, it's ready to go. Ships in 2 to 4 business days. Oh, I didn't even know it was ready to go right now. It's just sitting there in the warehouse.
Okay, we're up to $8,000. Yeah.
You got to $8,000 how? What did you do to it? 32. Oh, okay.
48
the GPU.
to 64
yeah,
cores.
Okay, so you upgraded the GPU.
Memory.
Doubled
128 gigabytes of RAM. 8 terabytes of storage.
Right.
SSDs, and that's it.
If you cut out the...
You could throw in Final Cut and Logic Pro.
That's not fair. I want to see what happens. Just go down to like a lot of it is the storage price too, right? Just go back down to 4 TB. Can you dip the music a little bit too? Yeah, if you go down to 4 TB there, like that's a lot of money for the storage, and you can always buy external storage.
Can you?
Well, Thunderbolt storage.
Oh, external. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
was that 1200?
Maybe maybe somebody really needs to have it all on board, but yeah, I know it still looks like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. And I think for a lot of users, the laptop is still going to be a superior solution because you can still get M1 Max and you can flip open the display wherever you want and get to work, and then connect to an external display if you want more real estate. You have that versatility with it. So you got to really, really want to step up your performance even further. And you do get more performance for your money here, because if you try to get like M1 Max on the laptop, the price is already expensive anyway. Like, show me the M1 Max price of this Studio. Not the Ultra. Yeah, so you're at $2,000 on a Max, and you can't get a $2,000 Max on the laptop. So I think you could see some people who were performance centric and probably won't buy Apple's display, and they can just hook up like an HDMI monitor, save a few bucks there.
You can upgrade the monitor as well.
Yeah, is that matte finish you were talking about?
Matte finish, yep.
Yeah, so it's an anti-glare.
Is that worth the extra?
Well, what happens is when you get rid of the glossy finish, you lose a little bit of pop in the colors, just like a picture frame scenario. So if you sit beside or near a window, then it might be worth it. But it's also like a $300 premium. And then in other environments, if you have a controlled environment from a lighting perspective, then there's really not much incentive if you don't have reflections that you're fighting against. Although some people just prefer the appearance, like the less saturated look. So,
We got the stands as well.
Stand pricing. So the tilt adjustable stand, $18.99. Tilt and height adjustable stand, $22.99. And the VESA mount adapter is free. Oh no, $18.99.
It's not free. Nothing's free.
So it's $300 for the VESA mount.
And sorry, what was that?
Wait, so you get no stand? What do you get by default?
You get the regular.
But why am I showing $18.99? Because you.
I think that's coming with the display.
Oh, so you selected the nano texture.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
You know.
So if you want tilt and height adjustability, then you're paying $400 more.
Yeah,
400.
But then how was their last? How was their last stand? $1,000. It was the same thing.
Was it?
Wasn't it?
It's crazy. That little
I don't remember.
thing is $400.
No, because they like it was a big story when that last stand came out. I think I did a video on it, unboxing Apple stand. Anyway, so the monitor comes out later at a later date, ships at a later date. The phones you can order right now, right? The new colors and the new SE. So you have the Alpine green is what they're calling the new color for 13 Pro. I don't know. Maybe it's a little lighter than the previous Midnight. It looks a little less blue, maybe. A little more army green, maybe. Although the new green color on the non-Pro model is even more army green, I think.
Yeah, I can't select it. I think it might be a different...
It said pre-order 3/11.
Oh, okay.
So March 11th, you'll be able to order that one.
This one.
SE's $429, and it's going to be available in 3 colors. So you have Midnight, Starlight, and Red, which is basically black, white, and red. And the price went up a little bit. They got all kinds of trade-in deals. Pre-orders for the iPhone SE, the new iPhone SE start 5 a.m. PST, same day, 3/11. So same day as the new color for the Pro Max. And there's a 128, 256, and 64. The 429 just gets you 64 storage. It's amazing. Still seeing that form factor in 2022. It's pretty wild, but it's there. And so see if you can find the iPhone 13 and the green color for that, not Pro.
iPhone 13.
Regular, just
maybe here.
That's the only other new mobile device that they talked about today. There, they showed. Oh, wait a sec. Am I crazy?
No.
Am I crazy? There you go. That's a real army kind of green. I kind of like that color. I think I might like it more than the Pro model green. It's a little flatter. It's also pre-order and 3/11. So the only thing you can buy right now for immediate delivery is the Mac Studio. And I assume people are ordering it right now.
We should.
I guess so. What spec? Let's land on the spec here. Who's even going to use it? Or we we got to do the video and then I guess I can use it. I could get rid of that monster over there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
Ultra, right? We got to go.
Let's do the Ultra. And okay, yeah, you know what? I think the spec is everything but the storage.
Okay.
Do everything but the storage. Go back to the 1 TB.
Only one?
Everything is content and data is passed around over here. What are you going to do with these 8 TB local? I know it's going to be fast. What you going to do with this 8 TB local?
So it's 5,800.
5,800 USD. No, it's not. It's $483.25 per month for 12 months. Come on.
Yeah, let's finance it.
You know how this goes, but you can't pick it up in the store. And we now have to check if the Canadian website is also going to ship it in 2 to 4 days.
You want displays too, right?
I want the power cord as well, if you don't mind.
The power cord. It comes with it, no?
No, I mean, that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
They give you you get a free power cord. They want to make sure. Yeah, exactly. But why would I get that display if I have the Pro display?
Just get it anyways.
Yeah, so anyway, that's Will's point of view. No, I should be able to plug in the Ultra onto those. But you're right. I guess for the purpose of the video, we can analyze it.
We can't get all three, eh?
You want
To
all
try it out.
3 stands?
Well, for unboxing, no? We should
You
get
probably can buy them separately. Check if you can go to Apple Accessories and see if you can buy the stand independently. So just type stand in the search and see what comes up. Because I did want to remember the price of the original stand. So the wheels were $700 for the Mac Pro.
That's insane.
Yeah, the Pro stand is $1,000.
Nice.
It's just unbelievable.
The stand price?
Just
Is that the one that gets you, or the wheels?
Riled
Which
up.
one
Just-
gets you
just
more?
All of it. Like they're so like environmental. And then
Go on, Jack.
Oh, you want to stand?
boy.
It's $1,000
Let them have it, Jack.
of our recycled aluminum.
Let them have it, Jack.
We picked up from the garbage
Let them have it, Jack.
and formed into this mold.
Go ahead and get yourself canceled, Jack.
That'll be $1,000.
Go ahead and get yourself canceled. We
You
can't
want
only-
some wheels?
Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
That'll be $700. Yeah, we're environmental though.
Well, just the idea that, they're solving so many problems, right? You get to engage with a company that saves you from all your guilt, all your sins. They're wiped out, abolished. This is a new religion, Jack. That said, I'm all for it when you get the processing power in there. Well, the horsepower in there. Ready to get involved.
Did you make the order?
No, because he has to go to a Canadian site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And see if they'll actually ship it in 2 to 4 days or if that's a US only scenario. There's tea on my microphone.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you have to go to .ca over here or apple.com/Canada.
Well, I'm not going to buy it right now.
No, but let's just see if it's 2 to 4 days or if it's like 2 to 4 weeks. If we're getting shafted or if it's sitting over there in, where's their warehouse? I can't remember. Vaughan or something like that. Yeah. No, Concord. April. Oh, wait, those dates are flying around here.
Oh, did it change?
Yeah, it changed when you clicked on something.
Oh.
So that's April. So the 128 takes longer. And your first click really screwed things up. So if you go to the regular Ultra and then go to the regular memory, that comes April 1st.
Okay.
April 1st was today. So that's a lot longer than 2 to 4 days. Forget it. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, it's March 8th.
I'll have a video out a month after everybody else. Forget it. Somebody has to send it to me from the States or else it's a wrap. Although probably the Dave 2D types are going to have it and Marquez will have it straight from Apple. So their videos will come out tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
Or today, maybe even. Maybe if you go to YouTube right now. And you might have impressions going on. Go to, click on, let's see if Dave put anything out. Or Marquez or anyone. No, maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. Or you think Apple doesn't even send it to them? I would have thought there would have been some degree of coordination here.
Could be a slow rollout.
But if they're shipping it to regular people in 2 to 4 days, they don't have much time if they want to get the media people to do the things.
Yeah.
It would have to be tomorrow or the next day. Oh, you know what? I think they like to have those videos go out the day that it ships. So maybe 2 days from now, those videos will come out.
Okay.
But either way, for us, for a month for Canada, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Get out of my face, a month for Canada. Unless it got pushed back in the time since we started looking. And if you go to the US, go back to the US now and see if those dates got backed up. Because people are ordering like crazy. This is a good way to gauge the demand here. 4 to 5 weeks.
Oh.
That's what happened.
I'm quick.
We're slow.
Yeah. That's all it was. It
We're
was just
turtles.
Just speed.
Wow.
So we would have been able to get it.
Literally,
It
it's
did
like
say 2 days originally, right?
3 minutes
2 to 4
ago.
days, right? And now
Wow.
it's backed up to 4 to 5 weeks. But well, it's not just that, but it's also supply and demand, right? They don't mind it saying 4 to 5 weeks because now all of a sudden Mo, with his the career you're about to launch, you're like, Mom and Dad, help me out! Look, it's 4 to 5 weeks now. It was 2 to 4 days. And then all of a sudden your parents come running down and they go, he's right. It was 2 to 4 days. This is
my credit card.
Greatest thing. We got to get our order in now. These mechanics here, now it's up to a point. If it says 3 years on it, you're like, wow, my career's going to have to wait. Go ahead, Jack.
I might have missed this, but like, when is it available in the physical store?
2 to 4 days.
So can't we just go to the store and get it?
You could, but wouldn't they all be spoken for? You're right. They probably will keep a certain number, but not custom configurations.
Right.
They'll keep a certain number in the store of like the basic configurations normally. And you're right. You could waltz in there.
It's worth a shot.
We can talk to some people and see about getting our hands on one, but ordering it now from the website, forget about it. It's going to take forever. And people are watching like, well, why didn't you order it right away? And I'm like, don't worry. There's going to be 10,000 videos and we'll watch those videos. And then we'll come here and tell you what's up. Tell you what's what.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what's what. But listen, this one is kind of a no-brainer. I don't know that people really need the Ultra one, but the Max at $19.99, if you don't need a laptop and you want something really powerful, because I don't know how many people in the market for a $4,000 computer at this point in time. There's a lot happening in the world, Jack. But it really just depends on how much you want to save the environment.
Yeah.
Do you want to save it $2,000 or do you want to save it $4,000? What is your contribution today?
2,000 is fine.
To the environment. What are you contributing to the environment? Apple's like, listen, you send us a little bit of money, leave the environment thing up to us. Because you don't really know about these precious metals and rare earth materials and things like this. We know. So you give us your money and trust us and we'll make sure it goes to the right places. And you're just like, thank you.
How much money do you need? $8,000? Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, today, this time. But you're going to have to, you got to keep paying up.
Yeah.
Over time. It's a contributions. You remember when you're in the church and they pass the little tray around?
Yeah. You got to re-up.
It's the Apple tray.
Oh.
And it's an ongoing thing.
Priest is always watching.
They call it an ecosystem, Jack.
Right.
Because you don't want to feel guilty.
No.
It really should be a percentage of your income that you contribute. So you can remain a member
with the environment
of the Apple community. No, but you know what is curious about that is it's like they really make it clear that you have to have multiple items from them. They really make it clear that it's not possible to just have one item. That the whole model has been that way. Like we've been looking for products that can act as a convergence. Like people have been saying iOS and macOS, like when can they merge?
And you just have one device.
One thing that plugs into everything and does everything. And I understand that from an engineering perspective, that is incredibly ambitious, but why not sell you an iPhone, an iPad, a MacBook, a Mac Studio, and a Studio Display? Why not sell you all of those things? Right? Think about what that'll do for the environment.
Oh, God. It would change so much.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people are buying these studios. It can't just be YouTubers. Although in the future, everyone's a YouTuber or a TikToker or something. What are we even doing? We're all creating content. Look at us right now. Look at Mo.
Right now.
Look at Mo over there. I mean, that's essentially what ends up happening, right? Like, what even are these jobs of the future? What are they? Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows. I just know it starts with a Mac Studio.
Yeah, I just know I need to pay $4,000 for it.
That's the starting point.
Oh, man. What are people saying in the chat, Will? What do they think about this?
Yeah, they're just having their own conversations, whether to get it or not.
Right. They think it's a good deal?
They're saying buy a decent PC.
Oh, yeah, of course. You got to have some of that. Decent PC, get by with it. I don't know, but did they not see all those lines? Did they not see all those graphs?
Like the 90% better? And
yeah, a lot of complaints when we were speccing it out. But, I mean, it is a powerful system. We need to try it out.
What were the complaints when we're speccing it out?
Just expensive.
Well, it is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a fair complaint, man.
It is. They're not wrong.
Nowadays, man, there's so much uncertainty in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You notice
For
how
sure.
Apple wasn't uncertain at all?
Yeah, they seem very certain.
We were like, they touch Ukraine. You guys are like, yes, absolutely.
Well, they touched COVID last time.
Oh, they touched COVID, all right. No, it is weird though, right? I felt that way when the Ukraine news first broke, and then we did our first episode on the subject, that it felt weird to put out
Another piece of.
or to talk about tech, really. Exactly when that news broke and things seemed to get more serious than like what, some next device or rumor or something like that. But it is, we move on. Things continue to happen. And these products are in development for a long period of time. And these things are already pre-planned. But it is an odd one where you try to imagine like what our expectation is around brands and how they interact with world events, even like controversial ones, where many have made these claims like, oh, we're not going to be in Russia, right? That was the most recent thing, Apple included. We're not going to be in Russia. No more stores. We're not shipping products there. No Mac Studio for Russia, right? But then beyond that, a couple of tweets. It's hard to figure out what more there is to be said about it. If you're Apple, you just continue on business as usual. The latest one was Netflix. We talked about yesterday. Netflix bailed on it. But anyway, I got to give a shout out to Apple in general, because honestly, early days of this channel and sort of like making content as well, I wouldn't actually have picked one of these up because it would have been too expensive. But I've had such a variety of, I've been editing on Final Cut Pro since even before I was publishing videos. And even iMovie before that is like the origin story of the channel. So whatever set of ingredients that Apple puts together to sort of get you involved in making stuff, there is a little bit of magic there. I think a lot of people have a story kind of like that. I'm not saying you need it, but I'm saying that was a part of this particular progression.
Wow, 2011.
I don't think it was that MacBook Air that I started. I mean, I was editing hockey videos on iMovie on an eMac. Was one of the first ones that I had. And then I had a PowerBook. See if you can bring up a picture, Will, of an eMac.
Hockey movies.
Somebody hired me when I was like 15 years old to take my DV camera and shoot like minor league hockey games and then edit it together so that they could like not scout, but I don't know.
Dissect it.
Yeah, kind of thing. I probably got paid like $100 or something. I don't remember. Yeah, that's it right there. That's one of the first computers. One of my first. It was so slow. Good Lord. There was nothing ultra about it. It was so slow, and it was dealing with DV footage over a FireWire cable. If anybody remembers any of these things. And it was painstaking. I remember like the export process got interrupted and I was like, oh my God, I need another week type of thing.
Yeah.
It's just a disaster. I think I was like yelling at my mom or something. I don't remember.
The footage, Mom.
I was like, did you close this window? Or I don't know. Maybe that happened. Maybe it didn't. Shout out, Mom. I don't know. I don't mean it.
Yeah, because you'd have to like do things overnight.
It's probably my fault. It's probably my fault, whatever it was. But so anyway, yeah, it's like I like the idea of people making things. And I don't know, man, it's a weird mixture what gets people into it and what kind of floats your boat. And if it's some Mac Studio that's at the beginning part of your next masterpiece, then so be it, man, whatever. That's fine with me. Just don't think that it's the only way either. There's also a part of it which is you got to make do with what you can do at the time. Like, for example, I don't even think I get to the Final Cut Pro moment if I wasn't already goofing around making music on some piece of crap PC that I had previous to that. And I was using some stupid, terrible software called like Music Match Studio or something like that. And I'm like layering tracks in the most beat up room ever in my basement with like one poster on the wall, which is ripped. And there's no drywall in that room.
Yeah. What the insulation, the pink insulation,
just insulation and concrete floor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me take this room as my studio now. So it definitely wasn't a studio that they showed off. I'll tell you that right now. But it's all part of the story, man. And sometimes I wish they did. They only show off the aspirational studio.
Yeah, they should.
It would be cool to show stories that are a little bit more real.
Yeah.
A little bit more real about how what a person's studio actually might be. Because God damn, Apple's scenarios look so perfect.
They do.
There ain't never been an ugly person, you know? There ain't ever been a person that looks like themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Like when you just wake up.
I'm just saying.
From a binge.
I'm just saying. You know what it's like? It's like when we talk about sometimes about how there's not a lot of bad looking actors. But every so often you get one that's ugly and it's so much more believable.
Steve Buscemi. I love Steve Buscemi.
Easy, Jack. We're not naming names over here. But I'm saying.
No, but he's just kind
characters, right? In your life, you run into people, characters that are just like really
real,
unique, or real, or authentic, or whatever it might be, and struggling. Nah, it's never going to happen. What are we wishing for? Apple's going to insert struggling
Everyone's
individuals.
just going to get prettier.
But also, they're not struggling. Like, I think that's what people liked about that Kanye documentary.
Yeah.
The struggle of it is gritty. Like, it's ugly. In the beginning, it's ugly. And the climb that comes has to start ugly. If it's pretty from the jump, then there's only so far it can go up, right? Like, as far as the story and narrative is concerned. Ugly studio comes before the pretty one. So maybe ugly components come before the pretty ones. Maybe if you think this thing is the key to your success, maybe that's holding you back. You know, maybe the tools are right there. It is amazing, though, how the progression of technology has made content creation so ubiquitous. Like, everybody can make stuff. And that kind of speaks more to the phones, I think, than the desktops and laptops. Because once the phones hit the pockets, it was like kablam. User-generated content, so much you can't even sort it. Technology changed that a lot. But yeah, that's my takeaway. You don't need this thing. It's a pretty thing, no doubt. And it's going to be stupid, ridiculous fast. There's definitely implications for companies like Intel that are sitting there looking like, whoa, God. Talking about workstation level performance for both CPU and GPU in a tiny little package. And increasingly that pressure is building as Apple continues their march towards CPU superiority, even if there's a cost associated with it. That kind of champion status there, you gotta respect it. It's a lot of work in there, man. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about the dude in the room who was telling you. I'm talking everybody involved in this thing. When they link those chips together, they form like Voltron. They link those chips together. What do you think, Mo? You think you just squish them together like a peanut butter banana sandwich?
That's what I would do.
No, Mo, that's not how it went down. All right. This stuff ain't easy, so you got to pay for it. All right, that's good, Will. Thank you to everybody that joined for this stream. Good luck to everybody who's trying to order one of these things. And and definitely appreciate all the contributions, everybody who super chatted. Thanks to Jack for jumping on the show. Mo, who gave up his microphone for Jack when he was demanded to do so in a violent manner. Of course, Willie Dew for managing the fingertips and like 7,000 different buttons, faders, etc. And shout out to Tim Cook for continuing to advance his evil empire. That was a joke. Relax. Humans. We're real humans who look like ourselves. Whatever that means. Maybe. We're trying.
environment.
Save the environment. Save the environment one Mac at a time. It's crazy though, isn't it? Like, come buy my thing, save the environment. Isn't it wild? Do the right thing, buy my thing. Do the right thing, buy my thing. Do the right thing, watch my show.
All right.
Screen's black.